We call this segment Capital Spotlight simply because we put the spotlight on the member of the General Assembly to discuss some of the things they've been working on and how it might affect you, the Rhode Island citizen. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to welcome back the Honorable State Representative Joe Shekarchi. Representative, great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thank you for having me back. Always love to come on.
You come back for more punishment and take more questions.
Anytime.
Well, I know you've been very busy, even though you're a freshman member of the General Assembly. You've been very busy. One of the things that you've been working on, I know, concerns the Workers' Compensation Court. Tell us about that.
They've been very busy. I'm on two committees, Labor and Judiciary, and they both meet quite often. I had my first bill passed the General Assembly last week.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It passed the House. It's still waiting in the Senate for a vote, but it's a bill that brings the Workers' Compensation Court into line with all the other courts, the Superior Court, the District Court, the Traffic Court, and it puts them under the umbrella of the policy making of the Supreme Court. So hopefully it passed overwhelmingly 67-3 in the House. Hopefully we get a good reception in the Senate. I also have another bill on the House calendar for tomorrow. It's a good piece of pro-consumer legislation. It has to do with home inspectors. It licenses home inspections by July 1st of this year. It's been supported by the Rhode Island Builders Association. It's a good bill, and hopefully we'll get a positive outcome on the House floor tomorrow.
Well, good luck on that. And one of the other things that you've been in the news a lot about recently concerns some legislation that you've been involved in that you'd like to see the Rhode Island Economic Development Corporation get away from lending money and guaranteeing loans, this coming in the wake of the 38 studios situation. Bring us up to date on that, and what would the legislation actually do?
Sure. It's you're referring to my bill which prevent EDC, economic development, from ever guaranteeing loans. It's probably one of my top three pieces of legislation. It's pending in the House Finance Committee. I'm awaiting a fiscal note. I have requested a hearing on it. The bill would prevent EDC from ever guaranteeing loans again. They can still make loans. They can still incentivize businesses, tax credits, warrants. I do believe EDC plays a vital role, and we need an EDC or EDC-like entity here in Rhode Island, but I just don't believe that we have the capability, the expertise to be in the loan guarantee business. Giving a loan guarantee is like giving someone my credit card and saying, here, if you need it, just use it. There's really no accountability. We don't have the underwriting skills to do that. We don't have the due diligence ability, and that's why I want to prevent any kind of an episode happening again for 38 studios. It was a big black eye for the taxpayers. It's about $100 million that we could use in many, many different programs up here, not to mention tax cut for the citizens.
Well, some people are suggesting that we don't have to pay the $100 million back.
I respectfully disagree with that position. I know there's some people who say that that would be catastrophe for us going forward in the bond market. That'd be very short-sighted, and it would give us a black eye, something that we nationally, when we go out to bonds, we had the best bond deal ever in November, the best bond rate the state of Rhode Island has ever paid. That's because of the General Assembly passing pension reform last year. It's because of the good things that we've done up here. By defaulting on those bonds would be a catastrophe for the state of Rhode Island long term.
Now, is there any way that you can call these bonding agencies up to say, hey, look, if we don't pay this back, how bad is it really going to be? Is it really going to be? How do we know it's going to really be a catastrophe?
Well, it will be, because it's been proven to be in other states, but I will tell you this, is that there is an ongoing litigation suit. There's insurance for the bonds. There's potential liability. Hopefully we can recover that, and hopefully we don't have to pay all of it out. But for anyone to say that we should outright default on those bonds, in my opinion, is fiscally irresponsible.
You've also worked on legislation to help small business in the creation of jobs. Tell us about that, sir.
Again, a very important piece of legislation. We have a program right now that's been in the news. Matter of fact, it was in the Journal today. It has to do with, they call it the CVS tax credit bill, but it's a tax credit bill for all of Rhode Island. And what it allows right now, under its current form, is to large businesses, as they create jobs, to lower their corporate tax. So it's an incentive for a business like CVS to hire people because they get a break on their corporate taxes. I want to take that program and I want to expand on that to make it available for smaller and medium-sized business. That's a direct confrontation to what the governor's proposing, which is to cut the program. I want to expand it. I think the program works. I think it's good. And even in today's Providence Journal, there was an article in there, independent article, saying that it overwhelmingly works to the benefit of creating jobs for Rhode Islanders.
And you know, creating jobs solves a lot of other problems.
It most certainly does. When we have our citizens working, getting good paying jobs, they pay taxes, they put money back in the economy, it has a snowball effect in a beneficial way.
Representative, thank you so much for talking to us. And again, good luck with the legislation you have pending, and good luck to your colleagues as well in the House.
Thank you. My pleasure.
And thanks to you, too, for watching. We couldn't do it without you. It's called Capitol Spotlight. My name is Dave Barber.